Girl, DJ CARISMA, Power 106, Young California. And shout out to my big bro, Kurupt. You are now watching GTV.
What's up, everybody? GTV, Michael Cole. We here with CARISMA. You know, who you guys all know. You know, world famous DJ. So, you know, as a female DJ, you know, was it really hard to try to, you know, come up and difficult to build your name? Because we know for female MCs, this has been really difficult for them to break into the, you know, rap industry. What was it like for you?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely difficult. Like, nothing comes easy. I feel like I got to work 10 times harder than all the men in the industry. Nothing came easy. I've been doing this for 13 years, so I feel like it's finally really starting to pay off on a major level,
So I know, you know, seeing you in the music video with YG, you know, the remix, My Hitter, you know, with Nicki Minaj and everybody. How did that come about?
Well, YG's my boy. I've known YG for years, and I've been with him since the beginning, even before Tooted and Booted. So that was just a long time coming. Like, for some reason, I always missed all his videos, and I was never in any of his videos. So he was finally like, yo, you've never been in any of my videos. You got to come through. So I came through, and we made it happen, and it just happened to be one of the biggest songs. So it worked out for me, too. So.
Yeah, that's been crazy. I mean, that stuff is huge and worldwide too. So
I'm proud of him. Really proud of Ty and Mustard. I'm proud of all the West Coast artists right now. Really happy to see everyone shining. So I'm proud.
Yeah, the West Coast seems like it's really popping, getting that momentum, you know, totally back up, whatnot. So that's super, super crazy. You know, you growing up, you know, did you play Nintendo?
Yeah, I played all video games. I was definitely a video game girl. Like, from the early Nintendo to Sega Genesis to all that. I watched it all evolve. So when I was a little girl, I definitely was into video games.
What was your favorite Nintendo game?
Zelda.
Zelda. Ooh, that was a difficult one.
That's why I liked it. Like, I feel like, honestly, like, I compare that. I always tell people that, like, me playing a lot of video games like Zelda taught me to be a real creative thinker or a critical thinker. Like, I don't give up on things. Like, I'll figure out the solution until I figure out the solution. So, and I think I learned that from the game of Zelda.
So, you know, even right now with the current state of the hip-hop music industry, what's your take on the whole thing?
I'm happy because I feel like it's coming full circle right now. Like, I was really into 90s hip-hop and R&B. And I feel like it's all coming back to that. Real boom bap, real head bob. It's really veering away from pop. I feel like in the 2000s, like, or in like 2005, 8, like, everything was real pop oriented. So I kind of want to get away from that and get real back to the boom bap, hip hop, R&B, and hip hop. So that's what I'm happy it's coming around full circle.
Yeah, most definitely. And a lot of people have been saying that too. How do you know when you hear a song if it's a hit? Do you know if it's a hit, a radio hit?
I mean, personally, I think I know. I think I've proven that I know. But no, it's just this feeling I get. Like, it's this undeniable, like, ooh, that's a smash. And it's from the moment I hear it, too. Like, so it's just a feeling I get. I just know.
And does everything always has to be club oriented in order for it to be played on the radio? Is that true, or?
No, not necessarily. Not at all. It just has to have this aura, this feeling about it. Like, look at Chris Brown, New Flame. That's not a club record, but when you first heard it, you're like, that's a hit. Like, it's a good old R&B hit. Well, R&B is back now, so I mean, for a minute there, I think that everyone wanted everything to be club, but now we're breaking those boundaries down. So
yeah, y'all fighting to bring it back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, get it back on top.
Definitely.
What's like the hottest record when you go in a club and you perform live? What gets the crowd jumping? What's that one record that gets everybody just turn up?
It always changes, but right now it's Ray Sherman, No Type, and Genesis Coco. Those are the two go-to records right now.
Wow. Yeah, and he's playing tonight actually at the Belasco's and at the Observatory. So we might even go over there. Yeah.
Okay, what up, Genesis? That's a homie too. I've known him for years, so I'm proud of him. Go ahead.
So, you know, currently we heard, you know, Lil Wayne was on Twitter and saying that he's getting ready to leave, you know, Young Money.
Right.
And Drake's leaving Young Money. Do you think that's a publicity stunt or that's real?
No, I think that's a long time coming for sure. Like, just from me talking to them, like, it's definitely a long time coming. Like, the game has changed. Like, a lot of these artists are figuring out they don't need the labels no more. Like, the artists are the labels, or people like Young California. We've definitely shown that we can do the work of the label without the label. Wow. So I mean, I think that's with social media as well. A lot of artists are realizing that they could do it on their own. Mm-hmm. You know, Sage Gemini went platinum and sold 1 million records before he even got signed to Universal. Wow. So the game has definitely changed due to social media. So anyone can log on, get themselves accounts, get themselves cracking, get themselves fan bases. For instance, like my girl Honey Cocaine, you know, she never been signed and she has over 500,000 everything. So gets millions of views, millions of hits, is making her own money. Nah, you really don't need a label no more. And I think a lot of these major artists are realizing, damn, I made these guys so much money last year or throughout the years. And then when the labels try to, you know, they still think with corporate, you know, thoughts and like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yes, I can. Right. So who are you to tell me you're not even in the streets? Like, I think that's what's really starting to be figured out by all the major artists, and they're realizing that they can do it themselves. They can have their own labels. So
yeah, it seems like
that's where it's at right now.
Yeah, it seems like independent artists taking their power back.
Yeah.
You know, so they get the full, you know, reward and compensation for their work that they've been putting in.
Definitely.
You know, I think we see that more and more. But I think like with Baby, that's like kind of family. It seemed like more of a really internal issue than, you know, a business. Well, you know, who knows, you know.
We don't know, but you know, it's sometimes when the label head is living larger than the artist, like there's a problem with that.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know. That's what it looks like. It looks like what's going on. But I just know is that Drake, anything he touches is becoming gold. Any of the artists that he's vouching for are becoming huge, like McConan and Party Next Door. So it's just times are different, you know what I mean? And for me personally, I'm about to drop my album, DJ CARISMA Presents, in 2015. I currently got 2 singles out right now that you could check out. One is called Anyway. The other one is called Want This. So, you know, go to iTunes, support CARISMA. I'm trying to, you know, be that new Khaled, be the first female to do it. Mm-hmm. But like me, I'm going the independent route too because I don't really need the label. Like, we got everything we need at our fingertips these days. So,
no, that's so true. And even talking about Khaled, because I know Khaled, he doesn't just do hosting, but he also does a lot of like producing and being involved with the artists in the studio. Are you doing that, or you see yourself doing that in the future?
What I'm doing. That's exactly what I am doing. I've been working on it for 1.5 years, so now everything's finished, ready to go. Mm-hmm. So 2015, we're gonna be releasing all the whole album in its entirety and the videos and all the fun stuff to go on along with it. My next single is gonna be called Till the Morning. It's me featuring Chris Brown. Wow. So y'all can be on the lookout for that. Late January. Times are changing. Let's make it happen.
You still get nervous being around some of these artists?
No. Well, Chris, yeah, because Chris is Chris. I mean, he's just Chris. But no, I don't get too nervous. Like, nah, there's not really any artists that I get nervous around of. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And last question: if DJ CARISMA could be invisible for one day, what would you do?
I don't know. That's a hard question. When I was little, I had an answer for that, like real quick, you know. But now, I don't know. I feel like I know what I need to know, and I got everything popping. Mm-hmm. And if you're, I don't know. That's a hard question nowadays.
We shall continue this one. When I see her next time, she better have an answer ready.
I don't even know. When I was little, I'd say, yeah, I'd go into my teacher's office and take this or take that.
I know where the candy's at.
I know, yeah. But now I feel like I'm where I need to be, so I wouldn't want to be invisible. I want people to see me and know who I am. So,
real talk. That's a good answer, actually. You know, that's a real good answer. You want to be visible, especially now with the whole social media and everywhere. Yeah. You know, and you know what? Internationally, is there any artists? Because you see so many Canadians even now. You know, from Drake, right. I Love McConan, you know, coming out. Do you think it's going to change a lot? Even maybe people from like Germany and Hungary, different countries start.
I don't doubt it. You know what I mean? As long as they make good music and you know they're out there. So it's like with social media, you can, like my girl Honey Cocaine's from Toronto. My boy Tory Lanez is from Toronto, and I'm really tied into them, and I'm really big fans of theirs. So it's happening, definitely happening.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. We appreciate it. For real.
Now they coming for us.
That's true, especially a lot of the beat makers. A lot of them are from, you know, overseas.
Yeah, true.
You know, so that's pretty crazy.
And they want it now. They all want that's American stardom. So
most definitely, that's
why
real.
It's coming.
That's real. Well, thank you so much, and we're here at the Young California station.